Ayushi. Thank you so much for having me. Well, my name is Joelma, as you already told. I am from Angola, and my career is kind of diverse career, taking that has taken me through so different industries. I've worked since from beauty to construction, and now I am in banking. And originally, I studied marketing, but it was while I was working as a branch manager, general management, with responsibilities that included procurement, that I truly find myself. I think I truly find myself.
That is actually so awesome. And the fact that you have had so many amazing experiences with different sectors makes it
Yes,
an amazing journey to learn from. And from what I
yes.
am aware of, you are called the procure-human. Now, that's an amazing term. And please
Thank
tell us
you.
more about the term, about your transition, and what was the turning point for you?
Well, that transition happened when I was first invited to lead procurement from a client while I was still working within general management of the subsidiary where I was working. At the time, I thought that this was this could was maybe my professional encounter. I had still that I had still been searching or that I needed to. So I start my journey in procurement like this. This procure-human, being a procure-human means that I always try to put myself in other people's shoes. Okay, even suppliers, stakeholders, my own team, obviously my company, because when you do that, decisions are never just numbers. They are about people, and that's the meaning of procure-human, the beginning of the term procure-human.
It's actually very beautiful, and the way you presented it, that it's about the people. So, how
Yeah.
exactly are you managing the whole aspect of dealing with so many people? What is your leadership style?
My leadership style is about empathy.
Wow.
It's about empathy in negotiations. Um, it's about connecting with people, with my team, with every stakeholder involved. Because and there's a quote from the CEO of Caixa Geral de Depósitos, which is our parent company,
Mhm.
that he says that no one at the top changes anything. So that's my leadership, my kind of leadership. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't do anything alone.
Wow. Yeah, that
Okay.
actually sounds awesome. And the fact that you're so people centric shows what an amazing leader you would have been to the people around you. So,
Thank
you
you.
have had 10 amazing years in procurement. What are some of the key lessons that the sector has, which any new individual should be aware of when they begin their career?
Um, well, procurement uh, is not just a power game. Okay, the real power is in balance. Um,
Mhm.
I can negotiate hard on costs, but I will repeat myself. I never forget the human side. Okay, so here in Angola, we deal with a lot of gaps in supplier maturity, in logistic constraints, with some governance issues, but those challenges create opportunities. So I adapt by building a supplier capacity, being patient, and so on and so on.
Wow, that actually is awesome. And talking about how you said it's not a power game, you need to constantly learn and deal with so many different kind of people. The art of balancing the relationship with people and the cost negotiation aspect. How does it feel?
How does it feel?
Because the way I see it is like, when you're trying to build relation, it definitely is on the good side. But when we're negotiating, I think it adds a little bit of, that friction in the relationship. So as a professional, it's been 10 years, more than 10 years for you. So how did you learn that balance of like maintaining your relationships well as ensuring you get the correct deal?
Uh, it's always the same, because
Mm-hmm.
I see that it's all about relations in negotiations. If we don't have a good relationship with our partners, in our commercial partners, we will not succeed. Um, when we have some pressure to reduce costs, we cannot
Mm-hmm.
build results without trust. We cannot build results without trust. Um, and there's another quote. Sorry, I am
No,
the
I love
quote.
it. Please,
I
we,
am
we
the
would love to
quote
know
girl.
more.
There's another quote that I saw in a documentary playbook, the playbook
Mhm.
from an athlete, Kevin Durant, that he says something like this: Some people change the game, some others just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that reminds me that the procurement leaders have the chance to change the game by how we treat relationships.
Wow.
Yeah, it's about this. Um, my best deals are with the suppliers, or even internally, are
Mhm.
with the ones I have the best relationships.
Wow, that's super awesome. So your whole idea of be it procurement, be it leadership comes down to people and building
Yes,
trust. So
definitely.
talking about trust, I am sure that you would have to work really hard because not everyone is as awesome as you are. So you would have to introduce the ideas of transparency and accountability in your workspace. So how did you get everyone on the same page, the way you function?
Well, first of all, I focus on active listening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to understand my team concerns, my team expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, then I try to show some quick wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because with small results build credibility. Uh, and once credibility turns into trust, real change becomes possible, both with suppliers and but definitely with my internal teams.
True. That's actually awesome. And I'm sure that the way you are functioning right now is serving the purpose and helping your teams function beautifully. And I
Yeah,
love to
thank you.
ask this
I
question.
hope.
Like, I'm sure if I interview one of your colleagues, they will agree that she's the best. She knows how to put people
Oh,
together.
don't put it on. Don't put it on.
But it
Full
is
stop.
true. Your energy on LinkedIn shows. So I don't like. I don't know. I'm talking from my experience. I have seen the immense support you have been showing me without even knowing me. We are speaking for the first time today, so
Yes, but it's about this. We have to support each other and we can even take our support off when we don't match. It's possible that we don't match with we don't match with everyone. But the ones we match, let's build a relation. Let's build with communication. Let's build with trust. It's like this.
wow. And talking about how you have actually come across such a long way, I'm sure that you have faced challenges from supply chain disruptions to resource constraints. Can you share with us one example where you turned a rough procurement challenge into an opportunity?
I think it's probably very common between all the procurement professionals during supply shortages. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, we must set with supplier to co-create solutions, and we just can't co-create solutions when we have a good relationship with suppliers. And it's always stressful, always stressful, but it can transform into stronger relationships. I'm always repeating myself. I'm sorry. Um, and find new ways of working together with that disruptions.
Honestly, you are right. You're repeating yourself in the answers, but that actually shows how much you mean that and how much you actually implement in your actually day-to-day work. The fact that you value your people so much and you prioritize relationship building over any other aspects which are there in the sector. Now,
Yes,
I'm intrigued to ask, yeah, please
yes,
go ahead.
I have lived some disruptions in my internal team in these
Mhm.
10 years working, but it was always with communication that I become and sure of my leadership style. This is the best way. It not everyone goes at the same way with me, but the ones who are with
Stick by.
me, yes,
Mhm.
we become a great team.
Wow. And that's actually an amazing way. You can't please everyone, you can't have everyone on the same page, but the ones that stick by definitely go a longer way.
Yes.
And that's actually an amazing lesson. And because you focus so much on the idea of relationship building, I would love to know, how do you define procurement?
Oh, how do I define procurement?
Yes.
Procurement is, um, let me find another word. Uh,
Okay.
Procurement is the result
Mm-hmm.
of uh, the result of the
Mm-hmm.
best deal. My procurement is the result of the best deal we can have with everybody involved in our company team of suppliers. Yeah, it's about that.
Wow. I asked you that because so the way I like to see it is the book is definitely gonna give me a proper definition of what it is. But what's the fun of the bookish definition when you can ask the actual leaders out there who have been in the sector and who have experienced it to know the definition from that, what it actually talks about. And yeah, I
Yeah,
love the idea. Hmm.
the procurement talks about reducing cost. Okay.
True.
Yeah, procurement talks about reducing costs, but we can transform or get these reducing costs um, with much more than asking for discount.
Okay, that's
Okay.
interesting. Can you please tell us how? What are some of the ways how we can do that?
With some of the way empathy, connection, purpose. When we have a focus, when we have a purpose, when we ask ourselves um, where we can where we want to go, um, when we have everything well defined, we can do it. We can do the perfect procurement. Procurement is not purchasing. You will find
Uh-huh.
of things
I did.
comparing
Mm-hmm.
procurement and purchase. Procurement is
Yes.
procurement. It's not just about buying.
Purchase. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just about buying.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. That the books normally, not books actually, the people who are not that
People,
aware of the idea, yeah.
people.
They just gonna be like,
Yeah,
yeah, procurement is like purchasing from one place, then performing the whole
yes.
steps, reaching the end customer. I'm like,
If you decide to go for procurement, you will see even your friends will ask you for, oh, where I can buy this. It's just like
Wow.
that. It's just like that.
The way you said it, I'm sure you have been there where your friends have questioned you, like, where can I get this for a cheaper rate?
Friends, friends, family, you receive calls. Oh, I need to buy this, and let me call Joelma to know where. Hello, come on.
True, and I'm convinced that that actually must be happening with you, because that's how we've thought of procurement as, like, people who have not known about the sector. We the first thought, even for me, it was like procurement equals to purchasing. Then comes my professor in the class going like, the first thing he writes was procurement not equal to purchasing, and then there's this elaborated explanation about how it is different, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I think the best way to explain it to a layman is going to be like just reducing cost.
Yes, yes. It will be always like this. I don't think it will change, but the procurement professionals will still here fighting for with this.
Definitely. And talking about the sector, what do you think are currently the biggest challenges in this sector, and how can we fix that?
Well, in Angola, we have a lot of challenges. Okay,
Mhm.
because here in Angola we deal with gaps in supplier maturity. They need to grow in terms of processes, compliance,
Mhm.
reporting. We have a lot of logistic constraints, uh, the roads, the ports, the
Mhm.
customs can create a lot of delays. And sometimes, as I told you, some governance issues. Um,
True.
so in practice, we need to adapt um, by building um, a supplier capacity, being patient, and always keeping transparency at the center.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. And if there is one specific piece of advice that every young person who is going to start out in the sector and enter the amazing side that you are on, what is it that we should know and we will learn eventually in the journey?
So how do I try to pass my message to young professionals like this?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So again, there's a Brazilian philosopher, Mário
Mhm.
Sérgio Cortella, that once said that we build in the present what we understand as the staircase for the future. Okay, so that's exactly the message I try to pass on the young professionals. To climb the staircase, they need resilience, they need ethic and curiosity. And I make a point of showing them that procurement is not just buying, definitely, it's strategic, strategic, it's
Yeah.
leadership, and it's a career path that can open many doors.
Oh, that actually sounds really interesting. And the way you described it, that it can open a lot of career paths and opportunities for us. What exactly are the opportunities that can actually open up? Like, to be honest, I'm just curious right now of how it will help me grow further if I enter the sector.
What are the challenges?
Now,
Um,
like you said, right, there will be more career paths after you're gonna enter the sector. So can you please elaborate on that point?
it's missing my connection.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So you said that procurement is gonna help us open a lot of career paths, correct? So
Yes.
can you tell us more about it? Like, how is it gonna be helpful?
Because you will work with a lot of industries. Even if you are in one industry, in procurement, you know so many people from so different areas. Uh, because you don't buy always the same thing.
Yeah, definitely vendor.
Yes, you can be in a company and you get involved in the software to use in the company. You will be involved in some uh, in everything, in furniture that we need for the office, in absolutely everything. So there's a lot of path opening like in this work of procurement.
Wow, that's actually awesome. And I love the fact that you explained it so amazingly. And I think I can relate it back to your point that relationship building, again, that is gonna take us to a longer way in a longer successful future if we are good at that skill, that
Yes.
art of being empathetic and relationship building. So, thank you. One of the biggest lessons that I am taking away with me today is the fact that relationship building, being empathetic and kind, can help us build a successful, long lasting career.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Focus
Thank you,
on.
Joel.
We need to focus on soft skills.
True. And
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me today. It
Thank
was
you.
a great learning session. I'm sure that the idea of procurement got a little more clearer for each and every one of us. And
Oh,
the
thank you.
amazing idea of being empathetic and building relationships is going to stay with me forever. So thank you
Okay,
for
thank
joining
you,
me.
Ayushi. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you,